Good morning. Uh, I want to thank everybody for coming in again. I know we've got some guys that are going to come back, and I want to say something right off the bat. When we're done with this in 30 minutes from now, Jeff Tucker's going to be on here, and he's going to be showing you a new presentation from the TAPS, actually filling out the TAPS program from the beginning to the end. So I encourage everybody that can to stay on and watch that. It's going to help you. He gave me a couple of pointers a minute ago, and so I think it'll be some pointers for everybody on some things they can do to make it easier. But with that being said, I'm going to let you know that Mr. Dan Molloy is on the call with us today. So that's always a good thing when Dan is with us and helping us and doing the things that he loves to do, like I do. But we're going to get into something a little bit different. We're going to do some real practicing today, guys. Real time practicing, real world practicing, and that's what this is all about today. We're going to use you guys as the customers. We've done this in the past, and I think it works very well. We're going to use you as the customers, and one of you is going to be the shop, and you're going to just be that customer that you hear every day, somebody that calls in every day. I don't necessarily mean you have to be that old mean, grumpy guy, but I want you to be a real, genuine customer asking and generously listening to what the shop is saying, and the shop generously listening to what the customer is saying. And we're going to work this approach. So I'm going to start out this morning with Bobby White and Bruce. If you go ahead,
I was just going
Dan,
to
if you
say,
want to say something.
just give me the screen real quick. I want to just share this
Oh,
quote
yep.
with the guys.
Yep, I was. Let me change it to you. There
Yeah.
you go, Mr. Dan. You got it now, sir.
All right. So, guys, I was uh, looking at how are we going to prepare for today's session. I'm thinking practice, 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 practice. I know it's practice. I know it's about practice. So I started looking up, you know, what do basketball players do when they practice, right? And I was looking at it, and they do drills. They do drills. They do real game simulations, right? Baseball players do the same thing. They do drills, 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 and they do practice games, and they practice their pivots to do turn double plays, and they practice their pickoff moves if they're a pitcher, right? And then I said, what do singers do? Because I sing, right? I'm a singer, right? And I sing. So I said, interesting. So I looked up on Google, and I found a couple of really interesting quotes I want to share with you. One is, I don't know who this person is here, Jaka Heifetz. I have no idea whether it's a guy or a gal or who it is, but I like the quote. And it says here, if I don't practice one day, I know it. 2 days, the critics know it. 3 days, the public knows it. So practice is mission critical. The other thing, we all know who Pavarotti is, Luciano Pavarotti, right? So I love this quote. He says here, people think I'm disciplined. It's not discipline, it's devotion. There's a great difference. And I'm thinking, wow, what a powerful quote. And then I started thinking about us as human beings. I said, you guys, we all are committed. We're all in the game called life. And the only tool we have, well, we have two tools to use in life. You want to create a life? You want to create a life? You can move and you can communicate. That's it. Period. End of story. Two tools. At the instant we wake up, we're all equal. Every one of us on the planet. You open your eyes, you can move and you can communicate. And so my invitation is to devote yourself, quoting Pavarotti, devote yourself to to becoming the very best communicator you can become while you're on the planet. The very best. And with that being said, and I want to thank you for being here. Good, have fun on Thanksgiving and everything, and I appreciate what you guys are up to. I appreciate that you're here. Let me put it this way: the competition is not here. You guys are, and you're working it, so that's fabulous. So, Randy, go ahead. Let's jump into it, buddy. I'll give you the
Okay.
screen back
Okay.
if I can do that.
Yes.
There we go, buddy.
Okay. Show my screen. Here we go, guys. All right. I'm going to go back. Bobby, if you can hear me, let me know. Bobby got tied up. Okay. We're going to have to move. Bruce, would you call Drew Finley?
Sure can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna let you practice. I know you know this, Bruce, but I'm gonna let you just do it. Okay, you be a genuine customer. I
Certainly.
know. I want to hear how you do this, being from the outside. Okay, go
Yep.
ahead, Drew. Call him.
Ring, 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 ring.
Thanks for calling Neighborhood Tire Pros Indicator. This is Drew speaking. How can I help you?
Well, hello, sir. Good morning. Hey, I'm having a little problem with one of my tires or wheels. I was going down the road this morning and the doggone thing started flapping really bad and dragging me toward the middle of the center of the ditch. And it's snowing and I can't hardly control the car this morning for some reason. Can you help me?
I can definitely help you with that. And who am I speaking with today?
Hey, this is Bruce, and I'm driving my 1999 Chevrolet Impala.
Okay. Well, Bruce, I can definitely help you with that. And have you done business with us before, Bruce?
No, I don't believe I have. As a matter of fact, I'm just traveling through the area right now. I live in Ohio.
Okay. Well, welcome to Decatur. You called the right place for tires, brakes, and pretty much any other automotive service. We do everything from engines to transmissions also, Bruce.
Well, okay, that's great, but my question is, my car is I'm having a problem with it, and I need some help. I'm afraid to drive the doggone thing from where I am. I'm out here on the interstate, about mile marker 76. And
Okay.
can you get somebody to help me with this? I mean, I got to get moving, man. I got headed to the family for Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, I can definitely help you with that, Bruce. And just to let you know, we also have payment plans, and they start off at $40 per month, and that's with or without credit.
Okay,
Now,
that's fine. I got my credit card with me. I never travel without a credit card.
okay, Bruce. Well, let's get a. Can we talk about getting you set up to bring it in? I can take you now, or I
No, no,
could.
no. You don't hear me. I can't hardly move this thing. I'm afraid to drive it. I'm out here on
Okay.
the road, stranded almost.
All right. Well, we can definitely get it towed in. Would you like me to set up a tow for you, Bruce?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're talking tow. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, Bruce. Well, I've got the year, make, and model for your vehicle, and can I have your phone number, Bruce?
Sure, sure. It's 1-800-800-8888.
Okay, Bruce. Well, the towing service that we use is statewide, and I'm going to have them give you. I'm going to call them and have them call you so we can get the specifics on exactly where the vehicle is, and we'll get it towed in. And when you come in, you can just ask for me. My name is Drew.
Now hold on a second. You're going to send me a tow truck. I appreciate that. What kind of business is this? What kind of tire shop is this?
This is Neighborhood Tire Pros.
Neighborhood Tire Pros. Okay. What do you what else do you do besides tires? I might need an alignment on this thing too, and maybe I need a new tire or two. Do you have any kind of special deals for? I mean, this is a 1999. It's a little older than 20 years, so I need some economy tire basically. If
Okay,
I
well,
get a
Bruce,
good deal, I'll put a whole set on.
right, we do everything. We do tires, we do batteries, alignments, engines, transmissions, and we do have some deals on tires. And I'd love to talk prices with you, Bruce. In fact, price shoppers are normally my best customers for several reasons.
Oh,
First, Bruce,
good.
I'm going to give you a great deal. And secondly, my main job is to become your car guy for life. You're not
Okay.
only going to get a great price, but a car guy as well. And I want you to know, Bruce, that you can count on me. It's not just about one tire or one brake job. I want your business for as long as you're in this area, Bruce. That's my
Okay.
mission.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's get going then. Send the tow truck.
Okay. And again, my name is Drew. If you have any
Hey,
more
Drew.
questions, don't hesitate to call me, Bruce.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Very
All right.
good
Thanks,
being
Bruce.
being that good customer out on a broke down road, Bruce. Great for you. And Drew, thank you, sir. Thank you for staying with him. He was trying to be a little bit difficult there, and I kind of liked it. I don't know how you felt about it, but I think you were very diligent. What do you think, Mr. Bruce?
Oh, I think so. He had to tune in. When you've got it's a little different when you've got a cold call coming in, looking for pricing or for brakes, tires, or some type of automotive service. But when you get somebody out on the road that's trying to get between here and there, and obviously the pressure is on, and people don't like being stranded out on the highway. You never know if somebody's going to come up and try to rob you or hurt you. And the other thing is you got traffic. The traffic is obnoxious, and people are texting and driving and swerving around you. I've had it happen to me. So
Absolutely.
I
Very good
used a
job.
real situation. So thanks, and he did real fine.
Yeah,
Really appreciate
absolutely.
it.
Thanks very much, Drew. You did outstanding. I thought you held it together very well, sir. And that practice kicked in. How did it feel when I turned the screen off?
It it definitely helps because it
Okay.
makes you rely on your memory.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Now the real stuff kicks in. When I turn the screen off and you can't see it, it's gotta be in your bones. Okay, so you just got to keep going. And I think
Randy, let me just say quickly. And I tell Drew this all the time when I see him. You have as much potential as anybody I've ever seen on in this in as a sales guy, as a communicator, and that's why I implore you, just keep working it, and be rigorous. You're the big challenge for you, I think, is one of rigor. You got to when that phone rings, you got to trick yourself into going into the program, into your routine.
yeah,
That's the thing for you. So anyway, good
it's
work. Very
coming
good.
very naturally. Thank you, Drew. Thank you very
Yeah.
much, sir. I'm looking down through the list here. I got Michael and Mike Long. Let's use both Michael Monterdi and Mike Long. Are both y'all where you can hear me and see me?
Yes, I can hear you. This is Mike
I
Long.
see Mike Long. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Michael can't hear me. Nicole, how about you? Nikki? Nope. Okay, Mike, hang in there. I'm gonna find you somebody. How about Ryan? Ryan, are you with me? Scared everybody to death. They don't want to talk.
Get Sean.
Yeah, Sean. There you go.
Yes,
Mike,
sir.
talk to Sean. Mike, I want you to be the customer. I want you to call Sean.
All right.
Go ahead.
Ring ring.
It's a great day at Family Tire Pros in Aurora. This is Sean. How may I help you?
Hi, Sean. I am calling to get some pricing on a set of tires, winter
Okay.
tires.
Okay. And who am I speaking with?
This is Mike.
All right, Mike. I can definitely help you with that. Have you ever shopped with us before?
No, I haven't actually. Just found you online.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, we can definitely, like I said, help you out with getting some prices on there. Do you know where we're located, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, I got your address here on the website.
Okay. So what I invite you to do, Mike, is come down to the store. Let me go over a whole bunch of different tires for you. We got a ton of different tires to talk about. Get you in here and then find out what's going to be the best tire for you, your needs, and your vehicle. Price shoppers, end up being some of my best customers strictly because of this exact thing that we're talking about, getting you down here and talking face to face. One thing I want you to know, Mike, is you're getting a lot more than just a tire quote from me. You're getting a car guy for life, especially when you come down and give me a few minutes of your time, talk to you about these tires, and I can show you around the shop and show you what we do here. Are you available today at all, Mike?
Well, I mean, I am, but honestly, I'm looking to just get a price real quick first, just to see where you stack up against the competition.
I totally understand that, sir. And I can tell you right now, I do a lot of your price shopping for you already. So I can tell you that we are definitely going to beat out that competition every day, all day. Um, again, getting you down here, I can prove that to you face to face. So,
Okay.
again, do you have any time to give me, 5-10 minutes of your time today to go over things face to face?
Yeah. What time?
I got an appointment at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock today.
I will see you at 8.
That sounds good, Mike. Just ask for me. My name's Sean. Like I said, I'm going to be your car guy from here on out. Okay.
All righty.
All right.
Very
Thanks,
good.
Mike. See you then.
Very good,
Thanks.
Sean. You know what, Sean? I think I appreciate what you did there. And you know what I think I would do probably though? I wouldn't give him the. I wouldn't ask him, does he have any time? I mean, we've talked about this many times. That choice closed. Would you rather have a vanilla ice cream cone or a chocolate ice cream cone? And it's
Right.
easy, okay, because you're holding it out in front of them. And so Brian says this all the time. When you feel in doubt, go straight to the close. Go right to the choice of clothes on the appointment. Look, sir, I can get you in right now or 1 o'clock. Which one works best for you? Because he's and make him at that particular time have to say, okay, well, I can not do it right now, but give him another. He's got four choices, like Dan says. He's got yes, I can do it at 1, or I can do it at 2, or I maybe have to pick another time, which is third choice, or the fourth one is no, I don't want to come in at all. So at that particular time, then you can go into box 3 and you can really start telling them about all the things you're going to do for them and
Right.
what
Or
all the
the
benefits.
fifth one, how much?
Yeah,
And then if
yeah,
they come with the how much, then you could say, oh, what size? Oh, we got them starting at As low as $50. Oh
Didn't you?
man, I
Yeah,
could
didn't
do
you?
it
You
at 2 or
told
10. Oh yeah, $50. Yeah, I'll come in at 10.
me.
Hey,
Yeah.
Randy,
Yes.
let me just throw something else in here for Sean. Thought you did a great job, Sean. I
Hmm.
thought you recovered. I thought you did a fabulous job weaving together the approach, building some relationship, and doing the power talk. I totally agree with Randy about the when you ask the customer, would you like to come in? It's the wrong question. The reason is because no customer that I know of wants to go see you guys.
Right.
They don't want to. They'd rather go play golf or go to work or something. They got a problem. They don't want to deal with it. They know they're going to have to spend money with you. It's the wrong question, because it throws them into, first of all, you're asking them to make a commitment to you. Again, the thing to do is exactly what Randy said. Say, look, I've got a chocolate cone for you or a vanilla cone. Choose. And they're both good. Great news. Great news, Mike. I could see you right now or 2 o'clock. Boom. I'm going to fix your car for you. That's all. You
I,
make the
I,
commitment.
I don't want us to forget about, even though we've been focusing so much on this power talk, because I believe this is the answer to a lot of issues and stress related issues that people deal with in the conversation. Okay. Well, what I think is the power talk is all about you. Okay. But it's about who Sean is and who Sean's going to become for that customer that he's talking to right now. And Sean, it's a challenge. I realize that, to put that into your conversation. And this is for everybody on this call. But listen, as I speak these words, speaking from somebody that's doing it and trying to do it daily, and that's me. Okay, that this power talk is unbelievable when it becomes part of your because you can put it anywhere in your conversation. If you want to put it at the beginning, you put it at the beginning. You want to put it toward the end. If you want to weave all different parts of it throughout your little short and 2 minute, 3 minute conversation with this customer, you can do that. But it has to be in you. You have to have it. You have to practice it. You have to hear yourself saying it, and it becomes part
Yes.
of your art. So you can use any
I,
part. Let's
Sean
go
did a
on.
great job on that.
Can
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Sean, why did you, that to be one of the first things you said was, do you know where we're located? Like, instead of going into the beginning of the script, you asked, do you know where we're located? I'm just curious where that came from.
Just old habits, I guess.
There you go.
Lack of practice.
That's true. That's exactly what it is. It's true. It's just an automatic response for him,
Well,
right?
it's an automatic response, but it's actually interesting because I mean, you could say with somebody right from the get go, say, I want to make an appointment with you today, Mike. But I'll tell you what, let's talk about the company first. I mean, if it's part of a design, you could say it could become a part of it. But I tend to agree with Sean says. It's just an old habit.
Yeah. It's just something that, and really and truly, I didn't feel super uncomfortable about it, but I think I have a point that Mike is trying to say, right, Mike, that you're saying, I can definitely help you with that. I can help you with that. Remember this is a thing, guys. I can help you with that. It's got a trademark out beside it. Okay. It's trademark. So it's the only thing in this entire listing that has a TM out beside it. Look at it real close because you actually have the right to use that and use it very powerfully. I can help you with that. Okay, is a big deal. And then go right straight into it. Now, do you know where we're at, right? And they go, yeah, I know where you're at, or no, I don't. Okay, well then let me explain it and go on. But anyway, very good, very good. Mike, would you like to be the
I would
shop?
just add real quick. I'm not in Sean's head, but in a roundabout kind of way, it almost is like asking, "Have you ever been here before?" It's just phrasing it. Do you know where we're
Know where we're at?
located? But maybe if you
Exactly.
can retrain your brain instead of saying, "Do you know where we're located?" Just train yourself to say, "Oh, have you
Have
ever
it.
been here before?" But specifically, so you can answer, "Thank you." Thank you if
Yeah.
you have been here. Thank you if you haven't been here. Thank you
And
for
Right.
Right.
calling.
Yeah, no, and I actually asked Mike both. I asked him had he been here before, and then if he knows where we're located.
yeah,
Because
cool.
Yeah.
he hadn't been here before. He saw us online, so I just wanted to make sure that he knew where we
Yeah.
were located.
Yeah, yeah,
Sean did a great job. Let's move on, Randy. We'll
yeah.
get
Let's
through this
go,
here.
Mike. I'd like for you to be the shop, and let's just reverse the roles. Sean, you call Mike now.
Okay. Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Great day at Family Tire Pros. This is Mike.
Hey, Mike, I'm calling trying to get some tire prices on some tires for my truck.
All right. Well, I can definitely help you with that. Who am I speaking with?
My name's Sean.
Well, hi, Sean. Have you ever done business with us here at Family Tire before?
No, sir.
All right. Well, you've definitely called the right place for tires. We also do brakes, alignment, suspension, steering, engine, basically everything that you could possibly have go wrong with your car, we can help you with it. Also want to let you know before we go over some tire pricing, we do have payments starting as low as $40 a month with or without credit. So Sean, I'm looking at my appointment book here, and it looks like I've got an appointment actually here right at 8:30, or we could see you right around 11 a.m. Which works better for you?
I'm right down the road, so I'll see you at 8:30.
Well, all right. Well, I will see you here. My name is Mike. Once again, just ask for me.
All right, Mike. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
Ain't that
I don't
amazing?
really have
John,
any other thing to
Whoa.
say there.
Mike just shut him down, didn't he? He
Yeah.
just said, I ain't got any other choices. I got to go. Yeah, I
Well,
got to.
often it is as simple as
Well,
that. Often it
Absolutely.
can
he
be as
said he's
simple as
looking for
that.
tires, and if he's not, he didn't ask for a price or how much. And if I can just get him locked into an appointment, why do I want to jump into? I mean, I got
Exactly.
the power talk in my back pocket if he pushes back and asks for price before he books the appointment, right?
Right.
And you know what, Mike? I knew that. I actually knew that if he pushed you back, I knew exactly where you're going because I know you. Okay, you're just that good. I mean, it comes out. It just
That
comes
was
out.
nice, Mike. Good job.
Well,
Yeah,
it's interesting you say that though, because when I tag these calls, when I'm hearing a trained practice rep, I know what's going to happen too. I'm already filling out choice close. Yes, I'm clicking it before they even offer it because I know it's coming. And then sure enough, here it
there it
comes.
is.
And it's like,
There it is.
yeah, the form fills itself out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brian, and in your position too, Brian, I want to say something just a minute. Brian hears everybody. Okay, so the reality is that Brian hears those great calls. He hears some that's not so great. I know that. And the reality is that when he hears those great ones like that, this guy knows it. He's going to say exactly what I expect him to say. And when he says it, I know it's got to make you smile, Brian. I know it's got to. Okay, because they're working the approach, and it's outstanding, by the way,
Well,
when you do
I've
that.
said it before. It's like the game within the game. It's like I see that there's a game going on and the customer doesn't, and it sounds completely natural. So yeah, that all makes me smile. When I hear the rep come back and say, "Great news! I can get you in at 10 or 2." Yeah, I get a little chuckle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
And
when I
ladies,
hear the customer react to it, I chuckle as well.
hey, Nikki's here right now. Nikki, are you on? I see her phone. It
I
looks
know.
like, yeah, it looks like she's there, but I just can't get her to answer. Let's see who else we got on here. Lewis, did we talk to Lewis? Lewis Miles,
I'm here.
are you here, Lewis? Okay, let's do something different here. Jeff, are you with me? Can you hear me? Or are you doing something right now? Nope, he's doing something. I know he's working on it. Oh,
I'm with you, Randy.
oh, okay. Would you do me a
Yeah, I'm
favor?
doing something, but I'm
Call
good.
Lewis
Yes,
and
sir.
would you call Lewis and be the customer and just go through Lewis and let Lewis work the.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
Thanks for calling Family Tire Pros. This is Lewis. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to get a price on some tires this morning.
Absolutely. Who am I speaking with? Sorry, just in case I get disconnected, can I get your phone number and name, please?
This is Jeff.
Jeff. All
And
right, Jeff. Well, you definitely call the right place. Have you ever been doing business with us before?
no, sir, just new to the area.
Oh, that's great to hear. We got a lot of people in the area, and you call the right place for tires, brakes, and alignments. We definitely take care of that and anything else in your car. We do have payments plans starting at about $50 per month, depending on what you need with or without credit. Now, Jeff, you said you're looking for some tires, right?
Yeah,
That's great. Well, I have a lot of those in stock. Why don't we come in? I have an opening at 9:30 and then one at 12 o'clock, and we can talk about those tires for you.
yeah, that sounds good. How does that payment plan work?
Well, we have a couple different options for the payment plans. One is without credit. So if you don't want to use your credit, we can go with that. Or we can do a financing option through Synchrony, and they do give you a $50 rebate depending on the amount.
Okay. All right.
All right, Jeff. So you said 12 o'clock. Is that right?
Yeah, 12 o'clock's good.
All right, Jeff. Thanks so much for calling. Again, my name is Lewis. I'll be the front counter, and I'll greet you there.
Very good, Lewis. Very good. Well, Jeff, what did you feel when these did that? How did that feel?
He's got some confidence with it. It felt great.
I thought he had some pretty good confidence too. He didn't stumble too much. He went right in.
No.
Great job, Lewis.
Yeah. Good.
Great job.
Really nice. Good work.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice work. I want to say something just before we get to the end. I know we got a couple of minutes here, but again, this power talk that we talk about so much, okay, it's exactly right. This is why we're practicing this particular way. Now, we've been practicing this power talk for the last 2 or 3 weeks, okay? And what I want you to understand is that this power talk to me is just like I said earlier. It can be used anytime that you want it, but I need you to know that you have it in your back pocket. Just like Mike said a minute ago, it was there if I needed it. I was going to whoop it out on him if I had to, okay? But you need to know that that's not always, you didn't have to go there. So I think it's very important as we practice this and do it in real world time. Jeff,
You know what I love? Go ahead. Go ahead, Randy.
No, I was going to reverse the roles there just for a minute, and I was going to let Lewis call Jeff. Would that be okay? Let's just try that.
Sure, absolutely.
Ring, ring, ring.
Thanks for calling Triple T Tire. This is Jeff. I may help you.
Hi, Jeff. I'm shopping for some tires on my Subaru. Want to see if you got something in stock for me?
Sure, I can help you with that. Who am I speaking with this morning?
My name is Lewis.
Hey, Lewis, have you ever done business with us before?
I have not. Actually just moved into town, and I'm looking for a new shop.
Well, great. You've called the right place. We'll be glad to be your new shop. We can handle most all of your car needs, anything from brakes, shocks, struts, alignments, tires, wheels, all that stuff for you. So we'd be glad to take care of your car for you. And we also have payment plans with without credit starting at $40 a month. So if you do need something, we can make it easy on you. So Lewis, would you like to come in at now or at 2 o'clock this afternoon?
I can come in right about 2 o'clock would be the best time for me, right around lunch. Would you guys be able to fit me in if needed?
Absolutely, Lewis. Be glad to help you with that. Again, my name is Jeff, and you know where we're located and everything, right?
I do not. Can you guide me a little bit to your shop?
Sure. Take a left on 3rd and come down, and we're on your right.
Sounds like a plan. Look it up, and I'll see you guys soon. I'll call you if I get lost.
Thanks, Lewis. We'll see you shortly, okay?
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. Here's something that's happened, Jeff. Jeff is always working in the business. He can pick up the phone and answer any call. I know that, Jeff, and you're laughing. Okay, why are you laughing, Jeff?
Because you do the same thing, Randy.
I know. I do the same thing. I get tickled and start laughing. But the reality is that this is how it feels. And when we should begin to keep practicing this way, because we're going to do this because it's real time practice, guys. It's out on the field. But I want you to bring it. I want you to think about the calls you have today. Keep one in your mind that we can use next training. And so when that next training comes around and you have it in your back of your mind, maybe make a little jot down. And this customer, you think you handle them very well, and they were maybe that person that gave you a little bit of pushback. I want you to become that person for the guy that may be on the call. So, and we want to see how they handle it, and then we'll get some feedback from you. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you for being here. We got about a minute left. And Jeff is going to take over the controls here in just a minute and show you this TAPS program, filling it out and how it works, filling it out. I'll give you a couple of little hints. Again, I'd like to say thank you to everybody that was on this call, and your participation was outstanding today.
Yeah, and have a great Thanksgiving with your families if you can't stick around to be with Jeff here.
Absolutely. So,
Yep.
Jeff, with that,
any of the family tire guys, if you can stick around a few minutes and listen to Jeff, so we can start looking at this TAPS program.
here we go, Jeff. I'm turning it over to Jeff Tucker, the one and only. There you go, Jeff.
Sounds good. Thank you, Randy. All right, gentlemen, just going to go over this, and ladies, go over this TAPS app with you. This will be at tapsapp.com. You'll have a login to log in and everything. I'll show you around in that part here just shortly. But right now, I want to show you exactly how to fill out the application for a customer that comes in that you've used box one on, and they're have that interest there. So you're going to gather the information on this form, and just basically, it's basic information that we all know, but there's some hints in here I think that might help you out. So of course, we got a first name. We're going to go with John, and middle name, we're not going to leave it blank. He has one, but we just don't fill it out, right? And then we're going to leave Doe as the last name. The email address. Well, a lot of people don't want to give you an email address. You can do one of two things. You can put no at dot.com. That just means that it's not going anywhere. But the only thing is when they try to reply to them with an approval directly, nobody's going to get it. Okay, so that's not really a good thing to do. And if they don't want to give you their true email address, then what you can do, and I'll make this available to you as well, is when you go to, you can create an email to text. And so if they're on Verizon Wireless, this at vtext.com, you can then put in their phone number here. So you can just copy their phone number, put it in there at vtext.com. Now that will send an email to their cell phone as a text so that you get a true response from the lenders, okay? We want their primary phone number in here, which is typically the cell phone, okay? It's not home phone, okay? It's primary phone, which is the one that's probably in their pocket, okay? So try to put their cell phone right there. The secondary phone is something other than the primary phone, if they have one. Again, not required, but it is a plus if they do have a home phone. Put it there. The date of birth. The way these dates work in here, of course, you can always type it in, or you can hit the drop down and select it and choose it from here. To me, it's just easier to type the date of birth in because you got to go back years and all that kind of stuff on this menu. So you can tab through these menus. So you can tab from one field to the next. Their social security number, so just put it in. Now, if you don't put in the whole 9 digits, it's going to tell you right here in red that you don't have enough digits there to just as a double check. Okay. Monthly income. Okay. So a lot of times people know how much they make in a week, right? Or whatever. But if they tell you $2,000 a month when you ask what's your household income, I would question to whether they get paid weekly, biweekly, or how they get paid. If they get paid weekly and it's $500 a week, that's actually not $2,000 a month. It's $2,150 a month. Okay, because there's 4.3 weeks in a month. Okay, so just remember that we want to try to get this household income right because that's what everything is based off of. Again, him and his wife and everything in that household income. Other income could be something else. It could be alimony, it could be something else in there. If you bulk it all up in here and then leave other annual income, that's fine as well. The associate ID number. This is preset in some of our default settings and tabs where we set this up. This is so that when a lender has to call back to give us an approval, that they know that they're calling back to the store for Jeff at this store. Okay, so they know they're going to call that number and ask for Jeff. Okay, this eliminates a lot of confusion when there's 3 service writers in the store and somebody calls back from a lender and saying, hey, I got this customer approved and who knows about it, right? Okay, so we're trying to eliminate confusion there. So the next thing is just their address. Okay, just simple thing everybody knows, city and state. Now the state works as if you type in the first letter of the state, and if it was Texas, I just hit T twice. Okay, or if it's Missouri, I just keep hitting M until I get to Missouri, or I can hit the drop down and select it. Okay, put in your zip code. Okay, own or rent. Okay, and then your rent or mortgage payment will be here. Okay, years at address, and it says years at address for a reason. We're rounding. Okay, we're not trying to get that it's 17 and a half months here. We don't want to round. So just put the years here. If it was 3 years, driver's license number. This is, taken off the driver's license, of course, with the expiration month and year. And then state, again, works the same if you just keep hitting the T or whatever state letter your state starts with. The credit card here is for the second form of ID. Okay, so normally we had to have a driver's license and a debit card or something like that. That's how I asked for it. If you got your driver's license and debit card, I'll get that started for you. It's just a simple way to get all the information we need without being, without explaining that we need a second form of ID. Okay, so we just selected its credit debit card. We want to put in the card number if you have it. Okay, and then the expiration. The amount requested is how much are we needing for this customer, and this is a net amount, so don't worry about tax or anything, and just get a general number, because we can change this number, and a lot of them, if we ask for 1,200, they may give us a line of credit for 15, so it's not really a big deal, but we just kind of have some of them request an idea of how much credit that we need, and so that's what we're asking here. The routing number. This is for the ones where we're doing getting their checking information. So we need a routing number and account number, right? Most everybody knows their account number, but very, very few people will have their accounting number, their routing number available, surprisingly enough. So don't make a big chore out of this. Google is a great resource. Type in Regions Bank, Dyersburg, Tennessee routing number, and there it is, okay? So then you can jump right back over and plug that in right here, and then your routing number is filled out, okay? So then you pick checking or savings account here, and then we're going to go on down to employer. Business check. So next we need to go to the employer. The employer here just so happens to be Social Security. Okay, he's retired, right? So I just put SSI and retired. Okay, now we don't want to leave the employer landline blank. We want to put something there, but who knows how to get a hold of Social Security, right? Well, Google does. So just Google Social Security Administration phone number. There it is. Okay, so fill out that right here. Okay, just so that you have that landline number, because that does make a difference in some of their algorithms for some reason. So we do want to definitely put a landline number. How long have they been employed? Okay, so again, we want to round, not 17 and a half months, just put 2 years or 3 years, whatever it happens to be. Okay, and then are they salary, hourly, or self-employed? Then here, hired on. This means if they were employed for 3 years, what I want us to do here is to, I would normally hit this drop down, and then this little round dot button here, if you select it, it puts you to today, okay? Then I just jump over here and put 3 years off of it, okay? We don't have to be specific on this. They're just wanting to know, have they basically got a steady job? Okay, now if they've been employed for 2 months, this could be a little difficult to make that work, because I think most of them are requiring a little bit longer than that. I just put 1 year, and then you can specify the actual 3 months ago date on there. The last pay period. So here you can hit the drop down menu again, and again to select today, you can hit this button here. It'll put today in there. Sorry. All right, let's put today in there. If their last payday was 2 weeks ago on a Friday, select there. Okay, tab over to the next one. All right, and then their next payday. Again, hit there, put today's date in, and then when you're doing this live for that day, it'll actually default you to the day's date. You won't have to do that, but you can always hit this and go to today, and then say they get paid every 2 weeks. That would be your next payday. Your down payment here, if they actually offer, hey, say, hey, yeah, I wanted to pay $100 down, or if they're asking how much down, then you can actually put that in there, but it's not required. It will default to 0 if you don't put anything, so you can just skip right through that one. The tax rate. The tax rate is already pre-filled for you. When your owners or managers set up their credentials, we pre-fill this for you. Ours is 9.75%, and then the amount requested is $1,200. Therefore, the tax is $117. Okay, so you don't really have to do anything here. This is just for you to verify. Then for multi-location dealers, you may have to choose your actual location. We do set a default, but if you happen to switch stores sometimes, then you may need to go in here and change which store you're located at, okay? So the next thing is term. This is also defaulted, so this is pre-filled for you, but it's just in here in case you need to change it. We usually set this up on 24 months, okay? This is how I would encourage everybody to try to plan on setting your lenders up, is on 24 months payment. Just makes it easy for us to calculate the payment on the fly and everything. And that's usually what most of the tier 1 Synchrony and everything calculate the payments on. Now our delivery date. Again, we can select a drop down, click right there for today, or if we know it's going to be Friday, then we can just select there. Last thing is references. These are just friends or relatives. You just need a name and a phone number. Are we going to call them? Probably not, unless they don't pay their bill, but that's what this is for. If you have one, great, fill it out. If you don't, just put in get one and get another, and then put in a lot of times I'll put the store phone number in there, 2 of the store phone numbers to get it through here. A lot of the lenders don't ask for that, but some do. When you do have that and you get ready to finish the contract, you can actually finish that at that time, but don't let this hang you up on filling out an application, okay? So that's basically how you fill out the form. When you hit submit, you're going to be able to pick how many of these or which one of these that you want to send it to. Now, everybody's going to have you may have 3 of these showing. You may have 4 of them showing. Currently, we actually use all of these. So, depending on what we set up with your company, that's how the ones that will show up. So you just check the boxes on the ones that you want to send, and then you would hit submit, okay? After that, give it just a few minutes. Now, this particular one, Heights is a loan company that has to look at it manually and call us. It might take them 2 or 3, 5 minutes, sometimes 15, but Synchrony might reply and within almost instantly. Acima will reply within 120 seconds. So you're going to have some of these back before the others, but generally in about 5 minutes or so, you're going to know what you have available, okay? To find that, what you're going to do is you're going to go here to form submission. And with that, you're going to see everything that's been submitted. So for instance, this one here, Deborah Nellums, was submitted to Heights, Synchrony, CFNA, Goodyear, Mariner, and First Franklin, okay? So then to see the results over here, that would be this results button, okay? So for this one, she got approved for $700, okay? So you can use the Mariner. First Franklin, okay? So this First Franklin is one that the First Franklin location actually has to call the store, and that's where they would ask for Jeff, and then they would speak to me about Deborah Nellum's application, right? Then Goodyear, let's see. Goodyear's going to actually send her an email to her with an approval or denial to her email, usually within 15 minutes, okay, if they don't automatically approve it right here. CFNA's probably going to, they're going to, wasn't able to approve them instantly, okay? So anyway, you can get all those results right here, but the biggest part about it is you don't have to, you can come back to this in 5 minutes or 10 minutes after, while you're waiting on somebody else. You can come back to this and look at this later. So you don't have to stand there and put in all of these apps individually. You can come back to it decide what to do from there. So now what I want to show you though is the consumer link. The consumer link is so that you can send it to them from phone calls that we've had earlier. You can say, hey, Mr. Smith, let me get that cell phone number. I'm just going to send you a link. If you'll fill out this information for me, I'll get this payment plan set up for you so that when you come in, I'm ready to go for you. So you just type in their cell phone number, okay, and then hit send link. It's going to send them a text. They're just going to click on the link and open it up, and this is what they will see to fill out is the same thing that you see, okay? It'll have, in this case, mine is Super Admin, but it'll have, for instance, Family Tire Pros here, and it may have John. So he'll know that John at Family Tire Pros is the one that sent him this, okay? So once he fills this out, and it is secure, it's a secure site, okay? So once he fills this out and submits it, it will come back to you and show up in your drafts, okay? So it does not get submitted to any lenders at this point. It's just in your drafts at that point. This 0 will change from 0 to 1. Then you open your drafts, okay? And then you're gonna go to your drafts here, and then you can edit. What I normally do is have everybody go in through here and just look to make sure everything looks correct. Everything looks like it's filled in correctly. There's no information missing, which it usually prompts them for missing information, okay? And then we can then submit it to the lenders that we want to submit it to on our terms. Because if we've spoken to them on the phone about only doing no credit check, then we may need to do just the 1 or 2 lenders that do no credit check, versus versus us allowing them to select who they want to send it to. So that's how this works. So the consumer link can also be sent to email as well. So email or phone, but do one or the other. You wouldn't do both. You just do one or the other. So does anybody have any questions on any of that I could help them with?
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Dan. Hey, listen, I just got to tell you, the more I learn about this TAPS Pay program, the more I'm blown away by the features, how well thought out it is. It's really an incredible tool. And we hear, because we're listening to all the clients now, we've got a lot of companies signed up on it. And we're hearing through the conversations as we analyze them, a lot of really positive feedback and good results coming from everywhere. So my suggestion to everybody on the call is to get involved, learn it, use it. It's a fabulous tool. Really good.
I would like to say something too. Jeff,
Randy,
that's enough. But from using this, if there's an error in the form, roll all the way to the bottom, Jeff, all the way as far as to the bottom. If there's an error and you miss something, it will show up right at the very bottom of the white right down here, and little boxes, and it will tell you what you're missing or what else they need. Like, for example, I'll give you an example that happens to us quite often. For some reason, we need that secondary number. It's asking us for the secondary number almost immediately every time. So I was asked this as a question to Jeff. Is it okay, Jeff, if they don't have a phone, that we put our phone number in there? Because that's kind of what we've been doing. Is that going to create issues?
No.
Now we'll put our store number there, like we'll put our 918 number in there. Sure. And it goes through. Boom, no problems. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So if there's anything that happens that you don't have that you may need, when you submit that, immediately it's going to come to the very bottom of that last page, and it'll tell you what you're missing, what's happened, you didn't get everything. So
yeah, and I do have it does show you the errors, okay, and they are going to be right here, okay, but I'm trying to get those errors to show up bigger,
okay,
but I didn't want a window to close, because see, if the error shows up, you can just go up here and then correct it, right? You just put it in there and then go right back down and hit submit again. You don't have to close 2 windows and then go correct it and then submit.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make it usable, right, but not not a chore to actually correct an error. So, but whereas we have Social Security number and everything, it shows it right here and won't let you get past it.
Right.
you get this 9 digits in there, right? So that could be an idea for here is make it so that we can't go past this without putting a number in there. But what what was happening was we were copying this number over here, and
It won't do that.
then it was flagging everything. It was causing issues with the submission. So
It says when we tried that before, and it says you can't use the primary as the secondary number as a primary number. It'll actually tell you that at the bottom.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's just a little insight there, guys. So, like I said again, and there's certain things that he's told us that I had never thought of, and simple stuff like that, being able to go and pick the routing number. That's pretty important to know that you have that ability to be able to find that quickly through the
Yeah,
bank they use. Yeah,
yeah, we got to be able to. We're solving problems. That's it. I mean, we're solving problems. We're helping them with that. So we got to have all the tools available to us. In the process of this, even the email, I'm going to have a little um, checkbox up here or a little menu so that you can click on it and get this list so that you can send them a message to their phone. So at the same time, if I can come up with it, which I haven't found it yet, but for the routing number,
I think.
for this, I may have a routing number listing that we could check right here and go hunt for the routing number.
Well, that's a very good idea. And here's another thing, guys. I want to tell you that I've had customers come in that's been doing business with me for multiple years now, and we've actually said, we've had payment plans available now as low as $40 a month, and you ought to see their expression. These people we've been dealing with for years, and they've always struggled to get their money and this and that, and they put stuff off and waited for 4 or 5 months or 3 months so they could get the money. And this happened just yesterday, where there was a guy that had been coming in for, I'll use his first name. His name is Nathan. And he came in and I said something to him about some major work he needed, oil leaks. And I said, we have payment plans now, Nathan, as low as $40 a month. And his whole demeanor changed. And I sent him the link. He filled it out. He sent it back. And in a matter of seconds, I mean, literally seconds, he sent it back to us. It seemed like he just got right on it right then. He got approved for $2,000. He was elated. Okay, that he had that. And not only that, he's in our shop right now having the work done. That was yesterday. Okay, so
Guys,
I think I heard the tail end of that call yesterday. He called back. I think I heard him call back.
Yeah, he
and
called
he
back and
asked
said,
for you, and then he said, I got approved.
yeah.
Think about what this does for people in their life. Remember, we always say in the power sales training, the only reason people are calling you is because their life is on hold. Something's wrong with their vehicle. They can't live their life, and you are helping them. You are helping them to get on with their life and what they have to do. And they're so appreciative. I love it, Randy. Great story, man. Great.
Hey,
I got
one
a
other
couple
thing.
questions for you, Jeff.
Yes,
This
sir.
is
Go ahead.
Jason Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason.
One, if we pick multiple suppliers, does that have multiple credit hits for them, or does it count as one hit on their credit report?
So the way that works, Jason, is multiple credit inquiries within a short period, according to my FICO, is considered a single hit. So, for instance, let's see, pull it up right here. I believe it's right here. Okay, typically these are treated as a single inquiry and will have little to no impact on their credit score. Okay.
Awesome.
And then if as their credit scores hit, you're talking about 5 points.
Perfect.
Okay. So if you haven't seen this part of the presentation, we've been toggling back between this and the one I'm just doing today. So you might need to set in on this one. It's got a lot of good stuff in it too.
Very good.
We help you with a lot of the questions you're going to be faced with on a day-to-day basis. So,
hey guys, we got to get moving along because we're going to run into the next call. So we got to end this and log out and log back in. Okay.
I got one
Jeff,
more question
great
we
work.
can answer fast, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay.
When we're focusing on a tier one lender, so say we're focusing on Synchrony, but we're going to use your site to get to that application. do we need to use the routing number and such? Is that's a challenge for some people coming up with their bank account number?
No, if you know that the lender that you're going to send it to doesn't require that, then you don't even have to put in routing number or account number. You don't even have to put that in. Mainly, the routing number and account number is for these tier 2 lenders. I'm sorry, tier 3 lenders, which is the no credit check. So if it's not a no credit check, then you can skip right past the filling out of the routing number and account number.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. And also, just so you guys know how we're figuring payments, it's 5% of your total. So if you're estimating the repairs on that car is $1,000, it's $50 a month. Okay. If it's $800, it's $40 a month. That's how we got our payment starting at $40 a month, because I estimate that we're going to be an average ticket of $800 on a set of tires, and most everybody can handle $40 a month. But if it's $500, it's $25 a month, and that goes for all of these lenders. Okay. Now your no credit check, it may be $25 a week, but your payment's probably going to be similar to what it would be for Synchrony. Okay, so you can usually get by with that, but 5%, and usually everybody can multiply times 5 fairly quickly. So that's how we've estimated that payment, and that's how we talk about payments, is by 5s.
Jeff, you're getting the hook, buddy. The hook is around your neck. You're being pulled off the stage.
Okay. That's
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Good work.
Thank you, Jeff.
Excellent job.
I'll take it back over, Jeff, and tell everybody I thank you again for everybody participating, and
have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to log out and log back, guys. We need to do that, so I'm going to log off here, Jeff.
See you in a minute.
Okay.
You good.
See you in a minute, buddy. Thank you.